Hi, and welcome to our October MiniCast. I am one of your hosts, John Soderberg, the Business Development Director here at MyPath, along with my co-host,
Tanisha Waddell-Pyle, Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion.
And here are our monthly highlights.
All right, so that was our monthly awareness highlights. We have a lot of them this month, so be sure to make sure you check those out and let those help guide you through the month for any activities or plans that you plan on doing with your companies or staff. As you may have noticed, we have this cake cut out here and our balloon that says 1 year, and it says happy birthday because why? It is our 1 year anniversary of doing the MyPath MiniCast. So this is really cool that we are able to celebrate this month in October. So 1 whole year we have been doing MyPath MiniCast. And although the LGBTQ plus group has been around for about 2 years in the company, it is now the 1 year anniversary of the LGBTQ plus Pathfinders being open to all of MyPath. So we allowed the group to open it up for anybody in the company to come join. It has been 1 year that we have been doing this. So we've been able to reach hundreds and thousands or have hundreds and thousands of views internally and externally via our MyPath MiniCast. And it's been a fun and very innovative way to engage and inform owners. So we've shared Pathfinder updates. We've had special guests on to share their excitement around Pathfinders and the work that they're championing. And we look forward to having more guests because we love to have guests. So if you want to join us, reach out, or we will reach out to you because we have no shame in asking. So we would totally be reaching out to you. So we just wanted to be able to celebrate that and just kind of notice that. And again, happy 1 year anniversary or happy MiniCast birthday for our MyPath MiniCast. So we're going to use this month actually to kind of do some reflection about this past year and to talk about some of our aspirations. So I'm going to pass it over to John to help us reflect and think about things that we're aspiring to.
I know, I feel like there should be transitional music, right?
I know, like
we're reflecting on a year.
Yes.
And I'll not be able to highlight everything we achieved, right? So Tanisha and I have been just talking about some of the things that we were able to achieve over this course of the past year with our Pathfinder groups and with all of our owners being super engaged, super excited about this work. And some of the big highlights coming out of different groups, right? We were able to enact a preferred name procedure. So individuals can be known by their preferred name versus maybe a dead name or a name that they don't go by. And that took a lot of work from a lot of people in this company. So kudos to all of them and everybody that worked to get that achieved because it's been fantastic. We've also been able to incorporate pronouns into business cards, email signatures, and have honest and open discussions about the importance of pronouns and having them outward facing and what that should look like. We were able to host a Facebook Live event that talks specifically about the COVID vaccination for the BIPOC community. I know that we would all love to not talk about COVID ever again, but it's a thing, y'all. And so we were able to do that and host that through Facebook Live. We sponsored 2 Juneteenth events, one in Wisconsin and one in Indiana, along with sponsoring 2 Pride events. Again, one in Wisconsin, one in Indiana. And we definitely don't want to forget that our Environment Pathfinders did a tree planting event for Arbor Day here in Lafayette, Indiana as well. Our women's group was able to tackle our statement and MyPath's view and stance around the overturning of Roe versus Wade and continues to champion healthcare for all women in MyPath. And that has been a big focus of theirs as they move forward coming into the next year even. And also we've presented our work. So the work that we have put together and done collectively around Pathfinders and owner resource groups, we've been very honored and privileged over the course of this last year that Tanisha, myself, and then Terry Leahy, our CEO, have been able to present that work to other organizations at 3 different conferences. The most recent one being Tanisha and I were in Milwaukee last month at the Midwest Regional ESOP Conference. And we will have more conferences and being able to talk about it. And I always find those fascinating because so many people are so engaged in the work. Finding out what they could be doing, maybe what they should be doing, and why I always look at so much that I feel we have left to do in this space. A lot of those companies come forward and sort of acknowledge we're leaps and bounds ahead of them, right? They're nowhere near what we're doing, and very surprised. And so that always feels good because I don't know, sometimes y'all, it still feels like a big old mountain that we're trying to climb.
Always climbing
that mountain forever. So that's been great. And so I look forward to, the next year, right? So we'll have another year coming up and what we're going to achieve. I know for the LGBTQ plus group has a very big thing they plan to achieve, or that's come out of that, and that is that in the month of October, which is this month, also coinciding with LGBTQ plus History Month, MyPath as a whole will be embarking on getting certification as all children, all families through the Human Rights Campaign. So it is a certification process that really makes sure your organization is geared to not only just welcome and work with individuals that are LGBTQ+, but is truly affirming and supporting of them. So we're gonna start that process this month and it will take us through May. So we will be working through the Pathfinders. We're working with Andrea Chua as well, who's gonna be helping us and helping lead that process. And we'll be looking for different owners throughout all of our companies that are interested and want to engage in that. We're going to be doing implementation teams. We're going to be adding it to the Pathfinder agenda every month to update on what are our action items, what are the things we need to work on. But it'll be a process to help us get there and get that certification. But it's also a really awesome process that we're going to be able to go through and be truly transformative and truly impactful to our clients that we serve at all our agencies. I think one of the things I share a lot is these groups really began as a resource for you, our owners. And because of the work we do and because of the big hearts we have and all of you have, number one, what I've always heard is, how is this going to trickle down to the people we serve? Like, this is great that we created an environment and a culture that's good to work here, but really wanting to be passionate that it trickles down to the other individuals that we work with and we serve. So this is going to be that vehicle to do that. So we're very excited to be championing that and spearheading that. So that's really awesome. And then other things you had, Tanisha, like that we'll be looking forward coming up.
Yeah, there's lots of things that we aspire to do. I mean, so thanks for sharing those reflections. But it's kind of like, what do we think about, like, what's coming up next? So be on the lookout for kind of like along the lines of what John was talking about like bringing other owners into these spaces to do these projects. Something that we have been, a concept that we have been thinking about since early spring actually is having these different opportunities to allow staff members to lead or contribute to short-term projects that they are passionate about from start to finish. So being able to have a great impact on every owner, the individuals that we serve, and also the communities that we touch. So really being able to take a deeper dive into, again, the things that people are passionate about and allowing them to contribute, allowing them to see something that they feel that would enhance our MyPath ecosystem and really bring it to fruition. We really want to be able to empower our owners to do things that they feel would enhance our MyPath ecosystem. So definitely feel free to provide any suggestions or anything that you think that will help or anything that you think that we can grow, because we're all stronger together. You know, across our company, we have about 2,000 owners that work here. So we know that you guys have a voice. We know that you guys have different ideals, and in the spaces that you work in, we know that there's improvements and enhancements that you may see that may need to happen, and we want to create a platform for that. So again, kind of like short-term projects. Again, this is very much in the developmental stage, but at least to kind of get those gears turning and people thinking about that is something important that we want to be able to create a platform for. And then just kind of even talk about some of the things that John had talked about, some of our reflections, that even with that Facebook Live event, that was really good that we were able to do that, because when we checked the views, we actually had well over 800 views that people were able to look at that and to be able to connect. So people from Indiana and Wisconsin. So we look forward to doing more initiatives like that, again, where we can support people not only obviously in Indiana, but also definitely in Wisconsin as well. So if you have ideas, just reach out to us and we can try to make those things happen in both of our states. Another thing that the Environment Pathfinders is working on is really across our states is to really try to make sure that there's opportunity to do different projects. So I know one of the things that they have been able to cultivate is a bat box project. And I know everybody doesn't love bats, but bats are our friends. And they worked on creating those. I know Cody from GLS was the one that really spearheaded this and really was able to create a blueprint for these bat boxes, and we'll be able to have those to share in a project folder that will be in the Environment Pathfinders folder. So you can go in that folder, find different projects that the Environmental Pathfinders will put in there, and anybody from any of our companies can look in there and create those, duplicate those same projects in the spaces that they're in. And so again, like John said, we also, of course, we were in Milwaukee last month. So that was during Pathfinders Week that we were actually up there. So we did not necessarily get to visit all of the Pathfinder meetings, but great thing about that, you can always go to the Ready app. You can find the agendas and notes in there, and you can look at those at any time. So those are in there today for you to be able to check out, to kind of know what happened last month, what was on the agenda, and what was in the meeting minutes. And so even thinking further about ways to stay connected, we often have people ask that, like, how do I learn more? How do I stay connected? Go to the Ready app. We always say that, go to the Ready app, because it is chock full of information for you to be able to view. And one of the things that that these guys we've developed is to be able to have Pathfinder communities. So if you want to stay connected and network in, just go in that Ready app folder, click the link or the QR code, because I love a QR code.
She does.
I love a QR code. And you'll be able to use that to get to the communities and just sign up. You can sign up for one, or you can sign up for all of them, whichever one speaks to you. That's the one that you can sign up for to be able to stay connected and networking. And you can share pictures, you can share resources, you can share links, you can share, some of the groups share jokes, they share all sorts of things that just, makes it feel like a community in respect to the Pathfinder group that you're in. So make sure you check those out and jump into those. And you can even share a selfie or something like that. Whatever you want to share, that's what you can share. So that's what we have. Is there anything else you can think of right now?
No, I think it's been an awesome year.
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to what we'll be achieving in the upcoming years, right? I think that's one of the things when we first embarked on this was people sort of thinking, well, what is it going to really do? Mm-hmm. What is it really going to achieve? Mm-hmm. What impact will it really have? Yeah. And I think they've already had a ton of impact. Right? Mm-hmm, I mean, mm-hmm. even if at the core, all it did was create a sense of belonging, which is what we want. Yes. That has happened. It's created connections between individuals at multiple companies that we have mm-hmm. that never would have happened any other way. And then not only to take that forward into these projects and into the service projects and then mm-hmm. down to the people that we serve, mm-hmm. I think if anybody would question or wonder, right, that's the impact that it has. Yes. And I don't want to forget, they're on Tanisha's laptop, the stickers. I mean, we did achieve creating stickers, which I've heard are wildly popular. Yes. And I do know that people are looking for more stickers, and to TBD, we will figure out how to get more stickers, but if you do desperately need more stickers, for right now, just contact me. Yeah. I can get you some stickers. Yeah. But I look forward to the work, right? And I look forward to the fact that we have a lot of passionate people. The last couple years has been really challenging and hard on us as human beings. I think a lot of folks feel pretty fatigued and tired, and we have to take responsibility to sort of ignite our own fires again and get those fires burning. And I think that this has been a really good vehicle for a lot of individuals to get into what they're passionate about, get their fire ignited again, and get that burning. So I look forward to what we'll be doing in the next year and years after. I know, just keep it moving. There may or may not be a store at some point to get these things.
We're working on it. But again, that's the aspiration. So we will see what happens in the future for people to get all of those DEI items and stickers and maybe even a jacket. I don't know.
Oh.
Who knows? I don't know. Something, whatever they can get off of that store to show their Pathfinder pride. I don't know.
Or their MyPath pride.
Or their MyPath pride. Whatever they want to do, all of the above. So, so definitely it's been a great year, and just really being able to break down those silos and connect people who would otherwise not be connected. And that's something that we did learn from the survey. For the people who actually join these groups, they feel such a greater sense of connection and belonging and loyalty to the groups that they're in. And it's just such a beautiful thing that so many people from all walks of life, from all sorts of states, from communities, from locations, just get to come in these spaces and really, really work towards their passion. So that is something great to celebrate for our 1 year anniversary. So yeah.
It's been good.
All right. Well, that will do it for this month. So everybody take care, and we will see you next month.
See you next month.
All right. Happy MiniCast anniversary.
Happy anniversary.